I'd like to talk a little bit about the industry of one. Generally speaking, people seem to have a hard time pinpointing exactly what Accenture does. So how would you describe who Accenture is and what the company does?
I'm smiling because it reminds me, my son came to Singapore for an internship with Accenture. The feeling was exactly that. He couldn't really understand what Dad was doing, apart from traveling all the time. To my, I would say, ecstatic pleasure, he came back a few months later and said, you know what? Now I understand what you do, and I like it. And that was a big moment for me as an individual, as a father, of course. Our ambition, our aspiration is to become a different consulting company, to become more a consulting and technology partner to our clients, to help our clients to redesign their business models, to execute new business models, to make an impact in the market, and ultimately become more successful and more durable as businesses themselves.
If you were to describe in a nutshell, what is the value that Accenture brings to its clients, how would you describe it?
360-degree value for our clients. This is unique, and this is also what our clients are telling us, that the way we approach this value creation is different from any other company. This is about the financials, but it's also about inclusion and diversity, the sustainability of the initiatives, the way they play within the communities in which they operate, which is very high in the agenda of the CEOs. And we want to help them to achieve their goals 360 degrees.
So where does Accenture go from here? If you talk about the industry of one, what does this mean?
We've moved a long way in embracing technology as a way to magnify, to augment human capabilities. And I think that this association of technology and human ingenuity is where we're going to go. We have an opportunity, and I would say an obligation, to make it valuable in the context of building better ways of living, and therefore responsible businesses, responsible institutions.
So does industry of one refer to this vision where Accenture will become a firm that's singular, that's incomparable to any other company?
We're not short of ambitions at Accenture. And so what we want to accomplish with this notion of industry of one is fundamentally to reinvent our own industry. Being able to do something that nobody else has done before, set the direction, set the standard, and make an even bigger impact by doing that.
Accenture is very active in ventures and acquisitions. You've announced a $3 billion investment in cloud capabilities. Can you talk a little bit about ventures and acquisitions?
Venture and acquisitions is an important part of Accenture's strategy. There is no single company on the planet that will be able to excel in every dimension without the support of partners and without leveraging the fact that other companies have created something more advanced: cloud, customer experience, artificial intelligence associated with supply chain. And so for us, looking at ventures and acquisitions is a way to accelerate growth and the evolution of our business in new areas where we want to continue to excel.
Do you envision Accenture getting so big that you'll start spinning off some of the business units, unlocking shareholder value, so to speak?
Strategy, consulting, applied intelligence, technology, interactive, and operations all together make Accenture unique, because the solutions that we can envision, design, implement, and run for our clients are the result of all these ingredients together. No other company in the world has the ability to bring all these factors together. This is where the value lies. The one Accenture, in my opinion, has way more value than the individual components.
So where do you see Accenture in 5 to 10 years' time?
I have reasons to be very optimistic about the future of Accenture. The way we are pivoting towards a more integrated way of using modern technologies, digital, data science, and put that at service of our clients makes me think that we are on the right trajectory to continue to be able to make impact in the several years to come.
Do you think Accenture will be bigger in terms of having even more employees? I mean, after all, we're talking about business efficiencies, automation, artificial intelligence.
What I see ahead of us is a complete shift in terms of what types of jobs will be available in the future. And here a new chapter opens up, and this is about how we can bridge the people with skills that need to be adapted to what is going to be required in the future.
Give us a few examples.
English is the language that everybody needs in order to communicate in a global environment. Mandarin, ideally, would be the other one. And the third language that I would encourage learning is coding. And when I say coding, people ask me to repeat 2-3 times. And I say the ability to control, instruct machines and make sense of what the machines return. In the meantime, all the development of a green economy is a big source of new opportunities for employment. I try to make sure that everyone thinks about giving their children the ability to go after their destiny, to make their choices. Because when they make their choices, it's very likely that they will put their passion, their commitment, their energy to create something.